Hey everybody, this is Beck for DW Travel and Dzień dobry from Poland. Today I want to show you the most beautiful village in the entire country. But before we head over there, let me take you on a super quick tour of Krakow, the cultural capital of Poland. Let's go! Krakow pops up on most travel itineraries in Poland thanks to its rich history and fairy tale beauty. The entire old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with architecture dating back to medieval and Renaissance times. In fact, Krakow as a city is so old that it predates the official establishment of Poland as a country. Honestly, it's hard not to love it here. But today I'm on my way to a very different kind of place, a 2-hour drive away from Krakow. It's a little less grand than the big city maybe, but it has an intriguing story of its own. Alright, it looks like we've just arrived here in Zalipie. Zalipie, by the way, is considered to be Poland's most beautiful village. I see a map over there, so let's stop for a second and see what exactly we can check out here. It looks like these are all the houses that we can see here. So we are right here right now. There's a museum over there on the other side of the village. And all of these colorful points are private houses, privately owned homes, which are decorated in the traditional Zalipian style. So let's start at the beginning, somewhere right here. It's helpful to have a map, but my favorite way to explore new places is to simply get lost in them. Zalipie is a small village with a very specific claim to fame. It first appeared on the tourist radar about 10 years ago, when the story of its painted houses became widely shared in Poland. We'll get to that story a little bit later in the episode. For now, let's take a look around. So it looks like this courtyard is empty, there's nobody here, but the gate is open to visitors, and there's a lot of people who come and check out the beautiful paintings on the houses, so I think we're just gonna go inside. Wow, this place is absolutely beautiful. Come take a look. I know it doesn't really look like it, but this is a door that leads to a cellar. It's probably the most beautiful cellar door I've ever seen in my life. Check this out. All of these colors, all of these flowers are hand painted by the people who live in this house. So you've got really lovely summer motifs, you've got sunflowers, you've got orange and red and purple flowers. You can see that the people who create these paintings really care a lot about keeping up tradition, and that's just not something that you see every day anymore. Can I take this with me? Check this out. I'm super excited to show you this house specifically. So I'm Polish and my great-grandma used to live in a house similar to this one. A house like this in Poland is called a hata. And hatas are traditional wooden cottages with thatched roofs. So this is what that is. And in addition, because it's in Zalipie, this hata is also painted. It's so awesome. Honestly, I wish I could just take this house, move in, and live in it. It's so cute. Isn't it like the cutest home you've ever seen in your life? Some people here in the village have found a way to commemorate the floral tradition of Zalipie. The lady that owns this house has learned the craft of painting flowers from her grandma, and she inherited this beautiful home. So now she runs a little shop with hand-painted souvenirs, and she makes all sorts of different beautiful things in her own signature style. And I think the best thing for me about this room is this spot right here. I don't know if you know what this is, but it's a traditional old school Polish oven. In here you make bread, pancakes, potatoes, anything. This is basically a kitchen. You can also sleep on top. Again, I remember my great grandma had an oven like this in her house, and we used to sit on top of it on really cold winter days and warm ourselves up. Obviously, it serves a slightly different purpose here. I want to take a look at some of the hand-painted souvenirs that the lady has got in here. So initially, before coming to the village of Zalipie, I was a little bit worried that this place would be super touristy. But being here right now, it's completely not like that. You know, there's a real sense that it's an actual normal village, which it is. Some of the houses are painted, others are not. And the people who live in this village are just normal, ordinary people. So it feels really natural and cool and welcoming and a little bit special without any of that touristy artifice that you see in some places. After spending a couple of hours in the village, I met up with Pani Maria, one of the traditional painters from Zalipie. I wanted to ask her how the flower paintings came about and what the newfound wave of tourism means to the village.
Tradycja malowania jest ponad 120-letnia i właśnie stoimy przy takim piecu, skąd tradycja wzięła się tego malowania. Dawniej w domach były takie piece budowane, paliło się, gotowało się, ogrzewał się tym piecem dom i sadza wychodząca z komina, ponieważ nie było to jeszcze takie szczelne, brudziła ściany. Ściany były ciemne, nie było prądu, więc dosyć ciemno było w chacie. I panie za pomocą takich właśnie prosianych pędzli robiły packi, czyli sobie tak jakoś robiły jakieś wzorki, packi, takie plamy i z czasem zaczęły tworzyć takie prymitywne kwiaty.
I tak powoli to wszystko ewoluowało.
Tak, z czasem te pędzle zamieniły na pędzle, robiły sobie z gałązki brzozy, uderzały kamieniem, młotkiem o gałązkę brzozy, robiły się taka mytełka i takim pędzlem malowały. Z czasem zaczęły sobie dokręcać końskie lub krowie włosie i tak to powstawało. A już jak w sklepach zaczęły być dostępne farby i pędzle, to wiadomo, że te kwiaty były coraz bardziej takie wyrafinowane, że tak powiem, bardziej bogatsze, kolory się pojawiły.
Aha. I wraz z kwiatami i z rozwojem tej sztuki tutaj w Zalipiu nadeszli również turyści.
Tak, tak. Turyści jak gdyby od początku tam, jak się świat dowiedział o Zalipiu, że są takie panie, to zaczęli się pojawiać turyści. Na początku było tego niedużo, ale na przykład z ostatnich lat, z 10 lat, to ten ruch bardzo jest duży, turystyczny. Są turyści z całego świata, bardzo cenią sobie Japończycy nasze malowanie. Jeszcze przed pandemią odnotowaliśmy około 40 000 turystów odwiedziło nas w ciągu roku, także jest to dość dużo z całego świata.
Wow.
Tak.
I co? I turystyka dobrze wpływa na rozwój wsi, jakby Pani to powiedziała?
Tak, myślę, że tak. Turyści tutaj bardzo lubią przyjeżdżać, spacerować, oglądać te domy. Właściciele też się cieszą, że mogą się pochwalić pięknymi swoimi zagrodami.
I'm here with Pani Maria, who is about to show me the local art of painting flowers. So I'm about to learn something. I've got this little piece of wood, I've got a brush, we've got some water, we've got some paints. I think we're ready to get started.
Farby to są farby akryl, aha. Znajdź tą farbkę. Oszczanki i słoik papier.
So I'm about to paint my second type of flower.
Ona nadeszła. Turyści zagraniczni i szybko domogła na stole i domykam.
Well, it wasn't quite the same level of craft as the artists from the village, but let's say it wasn't the worst of my work. So check this out. I have made this under the very helpful supervision of Pani Maria, but this is still something I made. The final touch on my masterpiece is to write the name of the village Zalipie as a signature. Co Pani uważa?
Bardzo, bardzo ładnie.
The village of Zalipie is a great example of responsible tourism done right in Poland. With all the homes and infrastructure in the hands of locals and a true commitment to local culture that goes beyond catering to tourists, it's one of those rare spots that feel just natural. As for me, I know that I'll be coming back.